What's goody, my original gangsters? I'm Rogie75, the overseer. I'm not the captain, because the captain is too much effort. That's Ice Spice's problem. Didn't get it, monkey.
Yo, what's good, my young thugs? It's your boy Ice Spice, you know. I work at Chick-fil-A, and it's 24/7, man. But
Alright, so now that we've spent the entire intro doing dumb stuff, you now get the boring segment where I talk. Alright, so I'm just doing a quick explanation of what this video is. This video is basically our permanent channel trailer, and also gonna be like one of those boxes, time capsules. It's gonna be like a time capsule, where in the next segments, it's just gonna be all interviews with a few main rosters that were willing to do it. And we have like our founder in there, and we have our current captain as well in there, and a lot of other people, as well as Killpop, also well known. He's an interview. We're probably gonna do this one every year, and you might be saying, yo, this is just like a little hobby, it ain't gonna last a year. Screw you. This is TRB's like 1 year anniversary already, pretty sure. It was like started over the summer, it's close enough. I'm too lazy to check how old this Discord is. Yeah, so we're already actually at a year. So, you know, that's kind of why I'm investing in a YouTube channel, because we've already been around for a year, and as you hear in Toad's interview, a lot of teams like only last like 3 months. All teams are also made just over the summer and die out after that, like he was saying. So, nah, we stay true. We a real team. Yeah, that's my yap sesh over. Let's get into the interviews and the actual interesting part of this video. Alright, and this is our second interview with Killpop. Now, Killpop, do you know how long you've been with TRB?
Like 4 months?
Alright. And can you give us an estimate on how many scrims you've been in for TRB?
Maybe like 10.
Alright. Do you have any favorites out of those 10?
Not that I can remember.
Alright. How have you been in any other teams?
Yes.
And how do those teams compare to TRB?
A few of them are better, and I do a lot of scrims for, but like, only a few, not all of them.
Alright.
I don't know.
Now, can you tell us how you got your name?
Song. I just stole the name of a song.
Alright. And final question. Do you have anything to say to the audience? Like you can shout out anything you want, like a YouTube channel or something?
No, I don't know.
Alright, thank you for your time. Alright, and our next interview is our co-captain, Gupio. Now, Gupio, how long have you been in TRB?
Hello.
Shut up. How long have you been?
Like 2 weeks after it started.
Alright, now, do you know how many scrims you've...
Shut up.
Do you know how many scrims you've done for TRB?
I think 3. I don't know.
Alright, and do you have any memorable scrims for TRB?
Yeah, the one I was doing with, it was me, you, Killpop, and someone else.
Oh yeah, the one against FaZe.
Yeah. We got 3-0'd, but it's fine.
Nah, but like the fact that a B roster and A roster and 2 mains were able to 2-second rule FaZe, kind of crazy. I don't know how they won GTC.
You carried.
Exactly. Facts.
In the C roster, and now it's the A roster.
Alright, bro. Bro, get away. I'm trying to read my script. Have you been in any other teams besides TRB?
This one.
Any other teams besides TRB?
Control, Revenge.
Alright, and how do those teams compare to TRB?
Honestly, TT, mid, almost the same as TRB. Control, I don't like at all. Because I quit. And Revenge, I like it.
Alright. And do you have anything to say to the audience? Like a self-promo or something?
You know what? Subscribe to Killpop on TikTok.
Real.
Alright, thank you for your time. Alright, and this is our most important interview. This is the interview with the founder, Toad.
Oh my god, it's me, guys. It's the real one. I have not touched Gorilla Tag in forever, guys. Wow, I'm back.
Alright, Toad, how long have you been with TRB?
I've been with TRB ever since the beginning. Ever since day one when the server came from dust and ashes, I was there. I was witnessing everything. Yes, I made the server, if you didn't realize.
Crazy.
That's why I'm the founder. No, mine has been exploded.
Alright, do you have, do you know an estimate of how many scrims you've been in?
If I had to give like a fair estimate of how many scrims have been with this team, I would say maybe, like when it first begun, I played a bunch, so I was probably like 30 plus scrims, I would say, in the beginning, and then like later on, like midway through 10, and now like none. I have not scrimmed in the team for a year, like forever. I have not touched the team.
Alright,
Like,
have any of those scrims stood out to you or been interesting?
Well, I will point out one of the scrims on here, and I'll point out a scrim before I even got in TRB. So, a scrim in TRB is when the first line, when my team was small, had like 10, 20 members in it. I scrimmed against Killpop and one of his friends, and that's when I met one of my best friends, Killpop. I love you, bro. If you're seeing this, I love you. Killpop's really cool. He's also really good at the game, and he kind of taught me a lot. Like, he taught me how to run. He got me some good game sense. You know, he's overall just a good player, and he's a good friend as well. Now before that, in the my first ever scrim on comp, I met Toad, the original Toad. I'm not like this name I got from my friend. He kind of passed it down to me, but I met the original Toad, and he taught me everything I know for this day. He taught me how to run. He taught me how to scale the smallest tree in the map. He taught me how to do everything. So honestly, if Toad ever sees this video, the original Toad, the Toad, I love you, bro. Everyone else, like, bro, he's a beautiful monkey, bro. If y'all have seen, he's a beautiful monkey. He's so nice. He's so heartwarming. He's like the nicest person you'll ever meet. I don't think he's ever even got mad at me one time, even when I'm being acoustic. Alright, so yeah.
Alright, now a little bit of my lore of my own. I actually found Toad in Killpop. It was like, I was in a comp lobby, and you know how every time in comp lobbies, they always say, like, hey, anybody want to do a scrim? I never do those, because they're, like, dumb as hell. But this one time, this was my first ever accepting, like, a random scrim. And I scrimmed with Toad himself. This guy right here.
He
and
scrimmed me in my almost my prime, bro. He almost scrimmed me in my prime.
And
Right to my
I
arc.
got cooked. And after I got cooked, he brought in Killpop, who cooked everybody else. And this is how I met Toad and Killpop, who I heard talking about AFI. The funniest thing, I said, hey, can I join AFI? Because my own, like, team is really bad. And Killpop, if you don't know, is really, really lazy and never did a tryout. And because he never tried out, I asked Toad if he had a team. So if Killpop was actually like a normal human being and wasn't a couch potato all day, I would have never been in this team and never found it.
Yep, but now look at him. He's like my bestie, bro. He's my little bestie. Westie, let's get a hug. Let's get a hug montage. Let's get a hug montage. Yeah, I love bro. He's so cool as well.
Yeah. Now, next question. Have you been in any other teams besides TRB?
I have. I've been in like 3 teams prior. One is popular, had like 6K I think members. So any OG people out there that like knows a lot of popular teams back then, ask me and I might know what it's called. And then currently, around here, currently this time when I started TRB and everything, I did get into one other team. It was small, like 10, 20 members, but they had like no players, so I decided to join. I carried their team actually for a couple scrims.
Alright, how do those teams compare to TRB?
Honestly, all of them are pretty much toxic. So I would say our team excels in the performance of being just a nice team overall. We have a really good community. We don't really have anything toxic. We'll joke, but we're not actually meaning it. A lot of teams actually are just toxic straight up. Like, for example, Sub-Zero. Not trying to call out teams here, but Sub-Zero, I know the owner, so hopefully he doesn't murder me for this, but that team's pretty toxic. They literally, every time they get a win, they like over here like calling people out 5,000 times a year, bro. Kind of crazy. Just saying.
Yeah. Alright. Final question. Do you have anything to say to the audience, like shouting out a channel or just anything in general?
All I want to say to the audience is, everyone keep moving forward. You know, times get rough sometimes. What happened to me, I was taking a break because of personal reasons, but, I mean, no matter how hard life gets, man, you just gotta keep moving forward, and pursue things that you love. So, like, let's say you want to do this in the future, you gotta pursue it. You gotta actually, like, stay focused and stay on that track of things and, you know, keep moving forward no matter what happens and stay positive. That's all I gotta say.
Could you explain that in Fortnite terms?
Fortnite terms, let's see. You know, sometimes when you crank 90s, you'll fail, but you always gotta keep cranking to get better.
So poetic. Alright, Toad. Thank you for your time. Oh.
Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. You gotta subscribe. You hear it from me. You gotta do it.
He told you to do it.
I got cake.
He'll give you... Give me some of that. Meanie? You just like stole the cake.
It's okay. I'll give him some cake later. Wink emoji.
Alright, thank you for your time, Toad. What's good, everybody? We're here with our final interview with D1 Ice Spice. Alright,
Yeah.
Ice Spice is TRB's captain. Alright, let's start it off here. Ice Spice, how long have you been with TRB?
I've been with TRB for like a year and a half now, basically. Yeah.
You stupid? TRB's only been like for a year.
Yeah, so like a year and a half. Wait.
No, it's
Wait,
only existed for less than a year.
Oh! 4 months.
Alright. Do you know a rough estimate of how many scrims you've done?
For TRB, I did... So far, I did 2 official scrims for a league. I did 6 unofficial scrims, and yeah, that's all, because I got injured on my arm, so gonna do nothing.
Alright. Do any of those scrims stand out to you?
I'm gonna be honest, only one, it was an official scrim. I time capped like two high pro players. Like I went crazy on them, and when 6 years was back then 6 years, you know. But
Yeah.
I'm in 90s, so.
Have you been in any other teams?
Yeah, a lot. Back then, a lot of official teams.
Alright.
A lot.
How does...
I can name my top 3, like the 3 I was in.
Okay.
The first one I was in. What was that name called? Ride or Die. It was a good one, you know. It was chill. We won like 2 seasons of a league, and then we just stopped playing because everybody has school and all that. It was in the summer.
Alright.
And another one was. It was another team. I think it was called Gorilla Instinct, something like that. I don't remember the full name, and I don't remember the last one. The last one we won like 3 seasons, or like, yeah, two or 3 seasons. Yeah.
Go away, bro. Alright, how do those teams compare to TRB?
See, the few teams I was around for there for like 3 months or so, and then it just randomly cut out. Like we didn't have that much time. Except with TRB, I've been there more longer than any other team, and we technically we were sometimes inactive, and sometimes we were just bored, and then sometimes we had a scrim manager to get us scrims, and we were mostly like more active, and I was more efficient there and more, better.
Alright. Do you have anything to say to the audience? Like a self-promo, shouting out something?
Man, you have to join CRB, man. We're always active. We always do everything, man. And I gotta pass it up to my boy Ducko. Pass the boy to my boy Ducko. Where you go?
Ducko died?
Oh, it gives him a minute. It gives him a minute.
What's up?
You know my boy Ducko?
Yeah,
Is
alright.
you Ducko?
What's up? I'm Ducko. The greatest of them all.
Yep. Alright,
Making the greatest
Ducko.
comeback.
How long have you been with TRB?
A good, 2 months now.
Alright. You know a rough estimate of how many scrims you've done for TRB?
6, I think, actually.
Any of those scrims stood out to you?
Yes, one of them, we did a scrim against one of my friends. We were both, at the moment, low to mid-pros. I was more mid-pro, so I was better than him. And he started getting mad at me, because he was like, oh, you're so bad. I'm like, I time capped him,
Oh, shit.
Not time cap, but it was a GCC. I ran him for 2 minutes.
Mm.
That's tough.
Alright.
Both teams were hard to get, because one of them was doing this on branches, and we can't catch him. But yeah, that's all.
Okay. Have you been on any other teams besides TRB?
Currently I'm in 2 other teams because it's for official scrims and all that stuff.
That's kind of weird, dude.
I need to play more scrims, and that's all. But I nearly play with the same person over and over again. Speedy, my duo. Shout out to him, bro.
Alright.
There.
Alright, how do those teams compare to TRB?
They're okay. The community's some of them are kind of toxic, And then, one of them, 2 members got kicked for cheating. So yeah. So TRB, I would say, is more chill than the other teams. But yes.
Right. So, finally, do you have anything to say to the audience? Like a shout out?
I'm Ducko, and join TRB's Discord and subscribe. And if you like, then you're the Sigma, bro.
Alright, facts. Alright, do the thing. The thing.
Oh.
Yeah, that thing.
Dab me up.
No.
Dab me up.
Yeah,
Now
sure.
look at the stars.
Yeah, like you said you would.